I hate ads. In today's world, everywhere you go, every website you visit, every channel you watch, you will find advertising on some level. Whether it be a billboard, a mid-roll ad on a YouTube video, or some company's logo on a sports jersey. It is simply inescapable. The only solitude you might find from advertising is perhaps lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. Advertising has been part of our civilization for longer than you may think. For example, Egyptians used something called papyrus, which is a material similar to thick paper, made from the tissue, funnily enough, from a papyrus plant. These were used to make sales messages and posters. Political campaign messages have been found in the ruins of Pompeii. Even from the roots of civilization, humanity has had the need to sell things to others. The first commercially made TVs were made by a company in Germany called Telefunken in 1934. And the first ever recognized television commercial was broadcasted on July 1st, 1941, before a baseball game in New York City. And to be honest, I'm surprised it took them that long to start advertising on television. Like, I understand that TVs probably weren't so available for the average consumer in the US at that time, but I'm still surprised it took that long. And in my opinion, was the catalyst to the disease which is advertising that we have today. So what inspired me to make this video was, I'm a trouble sleeper. It takes me forever to fall asleep. And I've discovered that listening to podcasts sort of help quiet the mind and helps me fall asleep faster. The other night I was listening to podcasts on Spotify, and right as I was on the precipice of falling asleep, an ad played. And this shot me up from my daze into a rage, because even in the solace of rest, I can't escape from the evil that is the current state of advertising we have today. And yes, I really do think that advertising is evil in its current state. It coerces people into spending money they don't have on products they don't need. It can oftentimes be deceptive in nature by not giving someone the full picture, but only showing them what the consumer wants to see. In Australia, the Australian consumer law prevents businesses from making misleading or false advertisements, although doesn't stop some from trying. In April 2022, a company called Trivago, which you might recognize from their television ads, Hotel Trivago, was ordered by the ACCC, which is the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, to pay $44.7 million for misleading consumers over hotel room prices. The ACCC doesn't fuck around. However, I feel like they could be doing a little bit of a better job, because I've noticed on websites such as Facebook or TikTok displaying ads that advertise gambling websites or apps you can download to play like poker machines on your phone. A lot of these are just fake. They don't use real money, but they do contain in-app purchases. But what astounds me is that these ads are allowed to be played in a country that has the highest addiction to gambling in the world. It's kind of unreal that companies will allow these advertisements on their platforms, not only in this country, but on their websites in general. I personally, to my knowledge, have never fallen victim to the seduction of advertising. If I need something, I'll go and buy it. If I don't need it, I won't buy it. Simple as that. Sure, I've been tempted by some things that I've seen advertised to me, but as far as I'm aware, every purchase that I've made has been of my own free will. And because of this mindset, every time I see an ad, whether it be on television or YouTube, sparks sheer rage and annoyance in me, because companies are trying to sell me things that I don't want, nor do I need. In saying that, there is also targeted advertising, which I think is an evil above all the other evils that is the current state of it. If you don't know what targeted advertising is, have you ever just, off a whim, Googled something on Google? Obviously, where else do you Google things? For example, work boots. And somehow, miraculously, you started getting advertisements for work boots on, say, Facebook. Convenient, isn't it? Or even worse, I've had this happen to me a couple of times and it's freaked me out a couple of times. You don't even Google something. You've never Googled something. You just say the thing out loud. And then somehow it's conveniently advertised to you. I had this happen once with I think it was a Mountain Dew flavor that came out. I was like, oh, I would really like to try this new Mountain Dew flavor. It looks cool. And then I started getting ads for it, and ads saying, buy Mountain Dew, drink Mountain Dew. It's great for you. But it freaked me out a little bit. Yet companies reckon they're not always listening. But what mainly sort of grinds my gears and has sort of made me want to make this video is that on websites that offer paid content, such as Amazon Prime or Spotify, for example, they now play ads on their content. even though you pay a subscription to have said paid content. Not so much on Spotify, but more on Prime Video. I'm sorry, but this is absolutely ludicrous. The whole point of ads online, to my understanding, is that it's to keep the media free, right? Like on YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and whatever, because they got to pay for that server space, that server storage. I get it. It's fair enough. But when I'm already paying a subscription to view this paid content, why the fuck am I seeing ads? When Prime Video first started showing ads, it was of their own content, which is fair. You know, they want to advertise other things on their platform that you can see. As far as I can remember, they've always had their pre-roll skippable ads on their content. But now it's mid-roll ads displaying anything and everything generated for the user, essentially. Clearly, they've kind of figured out, fuck it, they'll pay for the subscription anyway. But, you know, they have the hide of charging an extra $2 or whatever it is to get rid of those ads. How about making the subscription $2 cheaper for someone that wants ads and not just automatically applying it to someone who's had the subscription for years? I don't know. It's kind of weird, crazy idea. You know what I'm saying? Prime, please. I don't need to see ads on something I fucking pay for, bro. Not all advertising is bad, though. I understand the need to have ads, like I said before, to keep media free. And, you know, free content is great content, in my opinion. Because of ads, you can watch this video for free. How cool is that? Isn't that great? Some companies will even pay creators on YouTube or TikTok to advertise their products. And they pay these creators so that they can make more free content. That's pretty cool. G Fuel, if you're listening, I'd like a sponsorship. Hit me up. I got a great idea for a flavor. I'm just saying. Anyway, I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, yes, advertise stuff. Yes, keep content free for people. But like, relax on the ads, please. YouTube, I'm looking at you, bro. Please, for the love of God, can we just go back to pre-roll ads instead of like 17 mid-roll ads for like a 10-minute video? And I'm not even exaggerating this. Nath sent me a video the other day, and it was like a 50-minute Sea of Thieves video, because we've been getting back into Sea of Thieves recently. Obviously from my last video, you should go check it out. He sent me a video, 15-minute video, and it was on Discord. So I opened it on Discord, just thinking, yeah, I'll have there on the side. And then I see all these little yellow bars across the entire like timeline, the playhead, whatever you want to call it. And it was every 2 minutes there was going to be an ad played. Now I get that content creators can often select the frequency of ads that play. I get it. So it's not so much on YouTube as it is on the creator, but YouTube gave them that tool. And I think it's unwatchable completely. I didn't even look at the video. It destroys the viewing experience. I believe that's why there is so little audience retention on this platform, because people aren't used to that long form content anymore because of TikTok. But not only that, every fucking 2 minutes there's an ad. No one wants to watch ads, man. No one gives a shit. We just want to watch the content that we came here for. So it's like, if you want to have ads on your platform, don't destroy the experience that platform is providing. Back in the day when it was just pre-roll ads and then like a little banner would pop up at the bottom and you could press the X on the banner to fuck it off. Great. Excellent. And then you had the ad on the side. Excellent. Great. Non-intrusive. That's the word I'm looking for. It was not an intrusive ad. But now it's so intrusive that it's, I almost don't want to watch anything on YouTube anymore. That's wild from someone that's trying to make a living on YouTube. I almost don't want to do content on here, because if I don't have a good viewing experience, why would anyone watching my videos? I don't know. This has kind of been a bit of a rant for me. I just wanted to get this out because it's been bugging me for the last few months, because I've noticed that the frequency of ads has increased drastically over the last few months. And it's just so exhausting. But yeah, that was my point that I tried to make. Just relax on the ads. Like, obviously, this video is probably not going to reach the right people that I want it to reach. But I think it's very important for people to realize that ads are destroying the online experience. And I think my message to the viewer on top of that is, don't give in to advertising. Because if it works, they'll keep doing it. But if it stops working, they might stop. Yeah. Buy what you want when you want it. You know, it's not just products, but it's like things, features, shit like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to advertise myself now, if that's cool. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, press the like button. If you hate ads, send this to someone who also hates ads. And if you want to see more videos from yours truly, press the subscribe button. I'll appreciate it. I appreciate you. I'm Patchy, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.